Hey everybody, Sewell with Untitled.com here. We have a G3 Splitboard skin review for you. These are the new, and I mean really new, G3 Splitboard skins for 2018 and 2019 season. So there's going to be three skins available. Previously it was just Alpinist and High Traction. They totally missed out on the mohair market. So now they're changing the name to Universal, this red one right here, Grip, and then they're adding a mohair mix, Glide. So very good on them for doing that. Personally, I love mohair. I'm glad to see G3 adopt that for splitboards. Some upgrades, very similar nose piece, the asymmetrical nose piece. This time it's really nice pliable plastics, it's not so heavy. It just lines up easily. And this is a tapered board, so no issues with that at all, which is nice. I've used it on the swallowtail board, pointy boards, and it lines up, just lines up. And the inside edge is already cut for you, so you don't have to cut this. It's just line it up. You take the tool, which they provide, go on the outside, because some people have, scalloped edges and stuff, and you cut to your board. But the real improvements are in the tail clip, this guy right here. So you have a lot of adjustability. This is the size large on a 165 Oz splitboard. I've got plenty of length to keep going. I could probably get another 3 or 4 centimeters out of this, but I could also shorten it down to a really, if I had a really wide power board, I could get this down much smaller. So they changed the size up on us. There's still a large and a small, but the overlap quite a bit more, so it's not so unfriendly to use. So they listened to us and they adopted a more user-friendly reference. Other improvements besides the asymmetrical nose and the really cool improvement of the tail clip with the cams into place is the addition of mohair, but also the improved glue, so it stays stickier for longer and it goes down colder temperatures than previous, so negative 20 something I believe. I'll have exact specs below in the written review. And it has rip strips right here. It's easy to rip off, no problem at all. And eco-friendly solvents and eco-friendly dyes, eco-friendly glue. So major improvements. Again, to recap, the improvements are asymmetrical nose clip. That's awesome. Biggest improvement, I think by far, is the camming tail clip that keeps the excess slack organized. Game changer right there. And of note too, I've used this tail clip on like Never Summer Swift, which is a swallowtail, so this does work for that kind of splitboard. And even though this part wasn't lined up with the swallowtail splitboard, I'll take a picture and put that in the link below, the cam kept it in place. So all I had to really do was make sure this is in place, and then everything else just kind of worked. See, this guy's flopping around, doesn't matter. The cam holds the tail in place. It's not going anywhere. So I had several days of touring on the Never Summer Swift, no problem whatsoever. And that's the key thing too, because a lot of splitboard manufacturers are changing the shapes up and having a lot of fun with it, but then the skins are kind of wonky to put on. So the G3 tail clip will be a pretty good resource for that. And also it's not metal, it's very pliable. I'm not too sure how a whole season of use will go on this, but it seems like it's pretty resilient for being so pliable. But again, in my board I would just make sure it's locked in place right there. So, and again, besides the glue improvement in the tail clip and the asymmetrical and the pre-cut inside, the addition of the mohair is the biggest, in my opinion, biggest thing overall, because mohair is awesome for dry snow and it just glides and it's a little lighter weight. Retail should be $199 for these, and they should be available probably fall of 18. So my first impressions are I freaking love them. Recommend to anybody with splitboards. It's about time we got mohair and some cool improvements, and thank you G3 for providing that for us.